I was diagnosed in December, so it's been roughly 6 months, and things make more sense now. It started with ADHD, and then I started on that medication, and then a lot more of my autistic traits were coming through, but I had no idea about them. I was like, I do this, why do I do this? So I started getting more curious.
So I was really late diagnosed. I'd struggled all my life really, and especially in teenage years. And then from then onwards, I was put on stronger and stronger medication. And then I read a story about an autistic woman a couple of years ago and just started crying. I was like, that's completely me.
My name's Simon Mottram. I'm the founder of Rapha, and I'm the founder of the Manchester to London ride. Back in the old days, bike races used to connect the biggest cities in the world. They'd connect Paris to Brussels, they'd connect Milan to Turin, they'd take on these great big distances between great big cities. And so back in the UK, I thought, well, wouldn't it be great to connect the two biggest cities in the UK from Manchester to London? And it's about the limit of how much distance I can do in a day. So it felt suitably challenging. And when you say to people, I'm riding from Manchester to London, they say, oh yeah, and you say, in a day, they go, in a day, is that possible?
My name's Stuart Whitehead. I'm here to do the M2L, the Manchester to London road event for Rapha. 218 miles this year, 12,000 feet, raising money for Ambitious about Autism.
I just love cycling. It's my happy place. It's where I can just be me and kind of, be free and just really enjoy just cycling. And I think something about I can get quite hyper-focused and quite determined, and it's something kind of positive to direct that towards, I think. So I just really enjoy it. I just love being on the bike.
I've accidentally become an avid road cyclist. It genuinely stemmed from a few friends who used their bikes to commute around London, and they just made it sound so fun that I guess I became a bit envious and I wanted to experience that as well. And then this friend said, we should do a charity ride. And I said, hell yeah.
So my whole life, nothing has made sense at all. And it started off with my depression and facing that and trying to create safe spaces for that. And there's only so much that I understood from my depression that fitted in with being neurodiverse, but there wasn't the connection there yet. So as soon as I found out I was autistic, I was like, I need to do something to help others so they don't feel the way I felt. Because building my self-esteem up was so difficult. But it's just giving even a child an understanding of a world that's different to others. That's the most important part, because I didn't know it myself. I thought something was wrong with me.
big group. It's amazing seeing all the jerseys out in front of us. And we've got we'd had about 60 in our group at one point, but now we're about 10 or something. It makes it so much easier. We're at 152 kilometres, so we've got less than 200k to go. My son Oscar is autistic and he has severe learning disabilities. And at Rapha, we've always put on a huge amount of events and races and rides. And the thought got into my head that maybe we should do something that could raise some money around autism. I got to know Ambitious About Autism, which is a charity that's helped Oscar for many, many years of his life and were hugely important to him from the age of 3 to 24. And I met one of the senior people at Ambitious who was a cyclist, and we started chatting and we thought, well, wouldn't it be great to put on an event that was challenging, perhaps as challenging as autism is in some way, to raise awareness, but also to raise money for the charity.
I finally received my correct diagnosis in January 2022. So I was 35 years old when I was finally diagnosed with autism. And I guess I just hugely fit into the statistics. I had previously been diagnosed with bipolar type 2 and borderline personality disorder. It was easier for the professionals to fit me into that criteria than consider me being an autistic person, simply because of where the research around autism is, I suppose.
In October, I did 790 kilometres. So that was in Sardinia, and it was jumping in the deep end a bit, but it was amazing and met some lovely people. I think tomorrow will be really challenging, but maybe in different ways than other people. I cycle by myself mainly, and I struggle in groups of people. So I think tomorrow, I'm really anxious. I'm really excited, but anxious about meeting so many new people, riding with people for so long. I'm just not used to it. So it will be a big challenge, but yeah, I'm excited. And I've met a couple of riders already and had some amazing conversations about how autism has affected people in their lives. So I'm really looking forward to some more sharing of stories, but yeah, really anxious as well.
It's fantastic. It's very nervy. Everyone gets scared from the moment you pay the money for the event right up until the start line tomorrow morning. On the day, it's just a fantastic event. There's so much camaraderie, there's so much team effort. Everyone's there for you. I think the nervousness is about 150, 160 miles in, when you've still got a decent ride left. You've still got 70 miles left, and it's getting a little bit darker. You're starting to get a bit aching. It's like, will I do this? And even though it'll be my 7th tomorrow, I'll still have those nerves tomorrow.
The first section, it was so hilly.
I am cooked.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay then. Cool down for a bit of food. Get on the way again.
There's pizzas and soup and stuff in there as well.
It's a lot tougher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's definitely draining my energy more now, especially being in the group the whole time. But they're really nice, the guys I'm riding with, and girls. So yeah, it's really good, and they're really just dropped my chain back there, and they all waited for me, so that was nice. Didn't leave me stranded.
Yeah, you might think that riding a bike, which is something I do for pleasure, doesn't really relate to the challenge that we're talking about, which is autism. But if you push yourself far enough and hard enough, then I think it starts to become more relevant. We're all capable of doing more than we think, and lots of us don't put ourselves out there. This is the one day of the year where I really am at my limit. You start to get moments of insight, just flickering moments of insight as to how challenging some people find the world around them.
I can't believe I actually did it. Like, thought about something. I was like, okay, cool, let me sign up to this. I got my assessment, I got my diagnosis, and I was like, okay, cool, what can I do to help? And I signed up to this. 7 months later, did it. I actually can't believe it. It's actually quite mad.
Yeah, it was really good, and yeah, really happy I finished. Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Loved it, as I always do.
What was it like the last kilometre when you sort of knew you were almost here?
To be fair, you're just elated because you're home and that's it, and you just want to settle back and just watch the traffic, no foolish mistakes, and then get here, and just the support of everybody is second to none.
Supporting this charity is just very close to my heart, and we can do hard things and you keep on keeping on, and that's what my life has been about. I had to keep on keeping on, otherwise I wouldn't have been here today and I wouldn't be telling you this. So if me cycling 220 miles is going to help some families to get the support that they need and the advocacy that they need, or if this is going to go, the money will go towards some further research on how to support young kids or people going into workplaces, then I'll lose my legs, but I'll do it. I feel like I need 3 weeks holiday straight.